Hey, party people. This is Zach from visionswell.com, products and principles for a simple, serene life. Today, we're taking a look at the Aer City Pack Pro. Aer is an awesome San Francisco-based company, and they make really kind of techy, but also modern and business-appropriate backpacks, slings, things like that. And I really love all of their gear that I've tried and seen thus far. This is the City Pack Pro. And just to be perfectly honest, there's actually a new version of this bag, the City Pack Pro 2, that recently came out, and it has some added features or change in the design and overall look of this bag. Because of that, I was able to get the original version of the City Pack Pro at a discount. It originally retailed for $209 US, and I managed to snag it for $177 US, which is currently the price still on their website. I think they're offering it for a discount because of the new version that came out, and they want to kind of get rid of the old stock and make room for the City Pack Pro 2. This is the original version. I really love this bag. As you can see, it has a very sleek profile. It's very minimal in design. Two things that I very much appreciate if you've listened to my channel up to this point. If you take a look at the exterior of the bag, it measures at 18 by 12 by 7.5 inches. So it's the perfect size for me to use as a personal item. It will fit under an American Airlines airplane seat, and that's usually the airline I fly with. It's within their dimensional limits. It fits up to a 16-inch laptop in its laptop sleeve. It has 24 liters of capacity, which I think is the perfect size for one bag travel. It could also be used as an EDC bag because it's small enough to fit into that window of use cases as well. And it weighs 2.6 pounds when it's empty. It's made from this nice 1680D Cordura ballistic nylon, which gives it a lot of durability and a lot of waterproofing. It's also made from Blue Sign approved materials, which means it meets sustainability and recycled standards for the nylon it uses in its bag construction, which is always nice to hear. It has a bunch of YKK zippers all over, and they have these nice little zipper pulls that have plastic ends that have small, subtle Aer logos engraved into the plastic. So you can look, there's all kinds of YKK zippers all over this thing. And some of these zippers are also PU coated to give them extra waterproofing. So you can see this front dump pocket has the PU coating to give it some extra waterproofing. There's also some on this laptop pocket at the back of the bag. And then some of them, interestingly enough, are not PU coated. So this top tech pocket here, as well as the main compartment, are not PU coated. But they all have these nice YKK zippers with the nice zipper pulls. So it's a very high quality bag. As far as the hardware on this bag, the only one to really mention is this enclosure here that's actually Duraflex for the sternum strap. And this is a really nice sternum strap that's on a rail system. There's also a D-ring right here that I'm not sure if this is Duraflex as well, but it could be. And there's also an additional D-ring up at the top here where you could attach gear or also secure your water bottle, and this could be Duraflex as well. So as you can see, this bag is made from high quality materials. It uses the top branded zippers, top branded hardware. It has that nice nylon exterior. So everything about this bag is made high quality and really justifies the price in my opinion. So today I've loaded this bag out for indefinite travel, so I'll go through the things that I've included inside and also go over all the interior features of this bag. So as far as just an overall exterior feature overview of this bag, I went over the materials, I went over the hardware and zippers. You can also see that there's these little tabs on either side of these pockets. And this really helps give you some leverage if you're going to open and close this pocket. You can just grab the little tab and then open and close it very easily. And I really like the addition of these tabs. Other than the zipper pulls I mentioned, the only other real branding that you can see is on the straps here. There's a little subtle Minimalist Aer logo. And there's also a little Aer logo down here at the side of the front of the bag. I really like minimalist logos because they don't seem super loud, they're not obnoxious, they're not drawing people's eyes away from the overall look of the bag. So I really appreciate their design elements there. You have a front dump pocket that goes half the length of the front, and that's here with this zipper. Then you also have this top zipper here for this tech compartment at the top that I'll go over when we get inside. Then there's also the main clamshell pocket that has 2 YKK zippers, so you can open it from either side. And it opens fully clamshell, giving you the ability to pack the bag how you'd like. I'm a big appreciator of clamshell designs in backpacks, especially when I'm using them for travel. You have a side pocket here that could be used to store extra gear. And it's just nice to have this extra quick access pocket here. The other side of the bag, as I mentioned, the D-ring, you also have this water bottle pocket that's expandable, and I have a water bottle in there right now. Then at the back of the bag, you have this nice laptop pocket, and right above the laptop pocket is actually another quick access pocket that's felt lined and is really great to put your sunglasses and things like that in there. As far as the carry system, you have these nice contoured carry straps that are a very nice profile and they feel really nice against your body. It's super padded and aerated, so it has this aerated mesh with some foam and then a hardy nylon exterior. These are some of the best carry straps in the business, so I highly suggest an Aer bag if you're looking for carry comfort. You have nice adjustability and strap keepers so that you don't have all that excess dangle. There is a robust back panel with the same kind of padding that you have on the carry strap, so it feels very comfortable even when it's fully loaded out. And then you have a vertically oriented pass-through here, so that if you wanted to put this on top of roller luggage, you have the option. You would just have to put it on its side. People have mixed opinions on whether they like this in a vertical or horizontal orientation. I don't really mind because I never bring roller bag luggage, but if I did, it wouldn't really bother me either way, so that's really up to you. As I mentioned, the sternum strap is on a rail system, giving you a lot of adjustability. It also has a magnetic closure, so it makes it really easy to put it on and take it back off. You also have that little D-ring there if you want to attach something external to the carry straps. And I think overall, the carry system on Aer bags is just absolutely amazing, so I have absolutely no complaints there as far as the carry system goes. As I mentioned, I loaded this bag out with everything I would bring for indefinite travel. So it covers at least a week, but then if you do sink laundry, you could basically use this as long as you need to. And then the last thing to note is on top of the bag, there's a really beefy, very comfortable carry handle that's nylon. It has that nice smooth seatbelt kind of nylon with some padding in between, and it's double stitched. So it feels really great in the hand, like you could pull this out of the trunk of a car or an overhead compartment, and it's super comfortable feeling, and I think it would be durable and last a really long time. So let's now go over everything that I have loaded out this bag with. So we'll start with the water bottle pocket. I have this nice sized water bottle. It fits perfectly in that little slot. It feels secure. It didn't feel like it was going anywhere. I also have attached to this D-ring my hero clip that I've mentioned in other videos. It's just a nice way to be able to hang your bag. It's basically a carabiner that has a built-in hook, so you can hang stuff on the back of a bathroom door, on the side of a table, anything you might need. And I've just found these really useful, and they're small, so I always try to pack one of these just in case I need it. And that's it for this side of the bag. If I go to the other side, into this little quick access pocket, this one has a nice Hypalon zipper pull that has Aer logo on it, so this feels really good in the hand too. Yank that down, and there's actually a little key leash here that has a nice little clip for your keys. I tend to not use it for my keys. I like to carry my keys loosely, but I've just attached a cheap little flashlight here because I always like to have a flashlight when I'm traveling, and it allows me to have a source of light if I need it, so that makes sense. Also in this pocket, I have a Human Gear plastic utensil set, and this utensil set just has a nice spoon, a fork with a somewhat sharpened edge, almost like a butter knife if you needed to cut something, as well as some chopsticks, and it's all in this neat little package that's brightly colored red so you can find it in your bag. And that's all I've got in that pocket. Zip that up. Then if I move to this top quick access pocket where I said is great for sunglasses, that's exactly what I put in here. So I have my Warby Parker sunglasses that I've brought with me on many trips and I've mentioned in other videos. They're stylish, they're affordable, and they're really nice sunglasses. And then, like I said, this pocket has a nice little felt lining. So if you want to put anything delicate in there, it gives you a lot of padding and it won't scratch up a screen, scratch up your sunglasses lenses. So I really love the material they chose for the interior of this pocket. Close that one back up. Then we can move to the front of the bag. So first we'll go into this dump pocket here that has the PU coated zipper. And in there, I've got my Tilly Airflow beach hat. It's really packable. You can fold it up and it bounces right back. And this provides a ton of sun protection as well as airflow on your head. So if you're going on any kind of beach trip, I recommend a hat like this. It provides a lot of sunburn protection and it's really comfortable and it honestly doesn't look that geeky. This one kind of fits in more than like a boonie hat would. Also in this pocket, I have my Human Gear Go Cup. And this is both a container that has a little tiny pill container in the middle, and you can also put stuff around the outside ring here. And then it's just an expandable cup or small bowl that you could use. It goes along with the utensil set I mentioned, and it's just a great little way for you to have some extra drinkware or maybe a spare bowl when you're in your hotel or you're somewhere where you can't get access to one. And one thing to mention about this front dump pocket is that when the bag is really loaded out, there's not a whole lot of space in here. I kind of have to jam my hand in. So just beware that you won't be able to fit a ton of stuff in this pocket, but you have enough room to throw a couple pieces of small gear or maybe like a sweatshirt or a hat or something like that. So I'll use these cool little tabs to close this easily. And you can also see this zipper has a nice little zipper garage at the end, providing a little bit of extra waterproofing. And then we'll go over what's in the other quick access pocket up here where I like to keep my tech. So I've mentioned in other videos that I don't love to take a tech pouch anymore. I think it takes up excess space. So typically I want to use the internal organization of the bag to keep my tech that I bring on trips. And then once I'm on the airplane, I move it to the sling bag I bring with me. And then I have it on me at all times. And it gives me a way to kind of move the tech around. I don't have to bring an extra pouch. And everything's accounted for. So let's check out what's in this pocket. First of all, this was a newly picked up thing for me. I love Anker, and I've mentioned Anker a ton in the past. And I believe this is a 10,000 milliamp hour backup battery for my phone. I just picked it up recently, but this is replacing the emergency one I've mentioned in other videos for the time being, because I just want to test it out. If you turn it on, it has a nice little LED panel that tells you how much battery charge is left. And then the added feature that I really love is that it has a little lanyard on the side with a clip. And inside this clip is actually a USB-C to USB-C cable. It holds in here very securely. It has these little tabs, so when you stick it back in, it clicks into place. And then you have two USB-Cs and one USB-A port. And this allows charging multiple devices. It could charge your phone a couple times, headphones, external gaming consoles, anything like that. So this is a really great thing to have, and a backup battery is always a necessary part of my tech kit. Then I have a Write in the Rain notebook I've mentioned before. I always like to have a notebook, a place to write things down, like emergency contacts, take notes, doodle, write something down if I have a random thought, or journal. And Write in the Rain is great because it's waterproof. Then I just have a Sharpie S-Gel pen. I've mentioned these before. They're really nice, cheap pens. They write really well and smoothly. Always need to have a writing utensil. Then I have my Anbernic RG35XXH emulation gaming console. This is great to kill time when you're on the road, when you're traveling, or even if you're just waiting in a waiting room. You have access to a ton of different games. I've got all kinds of systems on here. Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Genesis, Dreamcast, GameCube, DS. Everything you could think of you can put on here, and you just load the games up yourself or use the ones that are included. It's under $100. Pick one of these up or something like it, please. Then I just have these noise-canceling Samsung earbuds. They take up a lot less space than over-ear headphones, even though I technically prefer over-ear headphones, but I've moved to earbuds as I prioritize personal item-only travel, and these Samsung earbuds are really great. and I've had them for years, never had any issues, so highly recommend a nice pair of earbuds. And then I have my Anker 120 watt GAN charger. This allows me to charge all of my devices when I'm in the hotel. So I have 2 USB-Cs and 1 USB-A port, a little foldable adapter to plug it into the wall. It's heavy, but it's small, so it fits well into any kind of pouch or tech compartment. So I really suggest you pick these up. They provide fast charging with the GAN technology, and Anker's a really great brand for anything to do with power. And that was just what was in this empty space in the front of this pocket, where you could actually fit a whole tech kit in here. You could fit all kinds of stuff. There's actually a ton of room in here, and I have my whole hand in here right now. So if you need space in a quick access pocket, this is a great one. And then the other feature of this pocket is this little sleeve where I had the notebook and the pen. So that is just an elastic sleeve here that you can slide stuff into. And then there's also a zipper pocket that goes the entire length of this pocket. This allows you to tuck away things like cords or dongles that you don't want moving around the inside of the bag. In here, I have the magnetic cable from Cable Time. It fits very compactly into anywhere you want to place it. It's a nice, durable, high-quality cable. It's braided, and it supports fast charging as well. So this is just another extra USB-C cable to charge my devices. Then I have this multi-split USB-C cable. It goes from USB-A to 4 USB-C ended cables. One of them has an orange tip, so it supports fast charging. And this allows me to charge all my devices at once. So I plug in my phone, I might plug in my laptop, headphones, anything like that all at once when I'm in the hotel room or accommodation, and I can charge it all at once. You can just wrap it up and it doesn't take up that much room. These 2 cables manage everything I might need. In addition to the power bank's built-in cable, I'm covered on all bases. Then the last thing I have in this pocket that accounts for the last thing I need to charge is this little puck that charges my Apple Watch. It magnetically sticks to this. It has USB-C as well as a lightning port, and you just put it on the end of either of these cables, and then you can charge your Apple Watch easily. It takes up way less space than a giant Apple Watch charger or one that's only on its own. So I think it's a great option, and I've had this for a couple years now. And that's it as far as this front quick access pocket. So let's flip around to the laptop compartment. And all I've got in here is my Chromebook. And this is just kind of my shit kicker laptop that I don't mind what happens to it. I can bring it on the road. If I just need to surf the internet, look up, restaurant recommendations or accommodation stuff, or just have something to watch movies on while I'm on the plane or in the room. This is a great little laptop, and it fits perfectly into that back compartment. It actually fits up to a 16-inch laptop. This is nowhere near 16 inches, but it fits in there perfectly, and then I can charge it with these cables and the Anker GAN charger. So all of that is covered. And that's all I have in this laptop compartment. It has a nice false bottom that you can feel. It feels like it's about 1 inch. So if you were to drop this bag with your laptop, you wouldn't have to worry as much about the corners of your laptop being damaged or the screen. And it also has a secondary sleeve here if you had a tablet, and there's a little bit of space inside if you wanted to put documents or anything that was a little bit flatter. So it's a pretty full-featured laptop pocket. I think it provides great protection. It fits laptops. It fits everything I would need. And it's a pretty basic laptop pocket, but it does everything that's advertised. And then finally, we can move to the clamshell main pocket of this bag, because that's kind of the meat and potatoes of this thing. So let's turn this on its side, open these nice YKK zippers, and then you can see everything that's inside. So first of all, there's these 2 nice pockets that are on the beaver tail when you open up the clamshell. The bottom pocket is this nice nylon material, and it's not see-through or mesh or anything. So in this pocket, again, nice YKK zippers, I can open it up, and inside I have my Matador flat pack zipper case. It's just a toiletry bag. This has not only my sink laundry kit that I've gone over in previous videos, but it also has my deodorant. It has my cologne, it's got soap, it's got everything I'd need, like toothbrush, toothpaste, things like that. Everything the average person would bring in their toiletry kit. Although mine's probably a little bit smaller than other people's because I'm bald. But still works perfectly for me, and it can take up a little less space. It fits perfectly in that little pocket. Always need a toiletry bag. Then this top pocket is mesh, so it's nice. You can kind of see the shape of what's inside, and it feels very nice in the hand. It's really good material. The internal materials of this bag are also Blue Sign approved, so it's nice that everything is pretty sustainable in this bag, if that matters to you. To me, it's not like a be-all, end-all, but it's just a nice little bonus. So if you open this YKK zipper, I have a little Tom Bin mystery pouch. This is what I've been using as my individual first aid kit. I may go over this in a future video, but I've updated this kit a little bit. But it just has everything I might need as far as like NSAIDs for painkillers, stomach medication, antacids, nail clippers, Band-Aids, things like that. Just minor stuff that I might need access to when I'm on an airplane or stuck somewhere where I can't get to a hospital or a CVS or something. So always important to have a little first aid kit. I just move this between bags. It's good to go. And that's all there is on this beaver tail here. And then moving to the inside of the bag, I have my Core Surf packable rain jacket. This is a nice black rain jacket that has a couple pockets. It looks pretty professional. You could wear this into an office. You could wear it around a city. Provides rain protection, and it's also just a nice outer layer to have if you get a little chilly. So it doesn't take up that much space. It's great to throw in here. Then I have my large Peak Design packing cube. I've gone over before how much I love these packing cubes. They have a compression zipper around the outside that allows you to make sure that the contents inside are squished down as much as possible to take up as little room as possible. It has an exterior pocket for your dirty clothes when you're done with them. It's made from a really durable nylon material. It feels great. It's held up really well. It has nice YKK zippers with a little Hypalon tab so that you can actually just pull this open without unzipping it. It's a feature I really appreciate on something like this. It makes access to your clothes really easy. It packs down into this nice square shape. And then what I've gotten here is just a week's worth of stuff that could go indefinitely with sink laundry. So I have 4 t-shirts, 1 button-down shirt, 1 pair of long travel pants, 1 pair of hybrid shorts that can be used as shorts or as a bathing suit, and then 1 pair of sleep shorts, 7 pairs of underwear, and 4 pairs of socks. That's what I personally need for a week's worth of travel, in addition to what I'm wearing onto the plane. So that's what goes in here. It fits into 1 cube, and it's a really minimal way to pack, but still be prepared for everything. I've tested a ton of compression packing cubes in a previous video, and if you want to check those out, you can. But atop of the pile for me is definitely these Peak Design ones, so I suggest you pick them up if they're within your budget range. Highly suggest these packing cubes. Then on the inside of the bag, in this back panel where you have an extra little slot here in addition to the clamshell, I have my Aer City Sling 2. And just like the City Pack Pro, this recently got a full design overhaul, and there's actually a City Sling 3 that's now available. I have the City Sling 2. I've had this for about 3 years now, and this thing is really great. Just like the backpack, it's made from the 1680D Cordura nylon that's ballistic, and it provides a level of waterproofing as well as durability. Just like the backpack, this one retails for $89, but it's on sale for $75 because I think they're trying to get rid of these and clear out stock for the new model. So now would be the time to pick them up if you want to save a little bit of money. It measures in at 13 by 4.75 by 3.5 inches. It has these nice cinch straps on the side that keep it very tight to your body depending on how it's packed and kind of compress them. They're made of aluminum. You have a nice nylon carry strap that's held up very well. It's kind of that seatbelt material, very shiny and smooth. You have nice plastic hardware for adjustments. You have a fidlock buckle that allows you to easily take this on and off, and it has a magnet inside. Here it click into place. These are also tuckable straps that you can put in this little sleeve in the back if you want to make this into more of a tech pouch or get rid of the straps from hanging. You can tuck them into this pocket, so that's a nice feature to have. On the top, you have a grab handle, so you have another place to grab this bag and move it around. There is a back pocket that I always like to see on sling bags for passport, wallet, phone, or anything you want to keep close to your body. This front slash pocket has a nice YKK zipper with PU coating. You open that up. There is a key leash inside, and there's plenty of room for small gear like earbuds or something you'd need quick access to on the outside of the bag. And then if you move to the inside of the bag, you have two little elastic mesh pockets here for gear, as well as a side elastic pocket here if you wanted to put more gear. You have a zipper pocket on the other side to put stuff that you don't want moving around the inside of the cavity. And then you also have another slide pocket in the back here for additional gear, and then just the wide middle opening for larger stuff. Like I said, I've had this bag for a couple years. Besides some like white marks on the outside, maybe from suntan lotion or just from dust, it's held up extremely well. No rips, no tears, no damages. It's an amazing little sling. Highly suggest you pick this up. It's among the favorite slings that I own. And you know, I like to switch it out every once in a while, but I figure if I'm reviewing an Aer bag that I would throw the Aer sling in it too. Great option for when you're on the road. I would put all my tech stuff in here once I got onto the plane and wear this for the duration of the flight. And I've never had issues with the flight attendants for doing that. And it's just a way to like carry stuff close to you and have, instead of having to reach down and fiddle around in your pocket when you're in the airplane seat, you can just pull your phone, your gaming console, your headphones, backup batteries out of here and have easy access to it. Then the very last thing I have loaded into this bag in that back little sleeve is a Bag Ale shoe bag. And I've mentioned Bag Ale before. They're in my compressible packing cubes review video. But this shoe bag came with their packing cubes, so I use it. I like that it has a zipper and a carry handle. It's nice nylon material. It's waterproof. If you open this up, you have these nice, from Zero Shoes, these Z-Trail sandals. These are great sandals for hiking or just going to the beach or even just walking around a city. They're barefoot style. They have a very thin sole, but it's very durable and very comfortable. So if you're used to barefoot shoes, this is something that would work great for you. It takes up a lot less space than full-size sandals or another pair of shoes. So I like to pack with these now because it takes up less space. And that is it as far as the Aer City Pack Pro. Like I said, for $177 on a discount, you can't go wrong with this bag. I could see myself wearing this into the office. I could wear it as an EDC bag if I just needed to go around and have room for some stuff like my laptop and tech and my lunch going to work or something. Or it's great as a travel bag. I'm primarily going to use it as a one bag travel option, as a personal item. And I just love the way that this bag looks. I love its materials. It's very high quality construction. It's from a great brand that has a great warranty. And I really can't say enough good things about Aer as a brand. So if you're in the market for a personal item only sized backpack and something that you could use for travel or EDC, this would be an absolutely great option. And if you buy the prior model like I did, you get a little bit of a discount, or you can check out the new one, whatever fits your desires more. I like the features of this one. I like the look of this one, and it was a little bit cheaper, so I went with it. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other personal item only bags that would work for this purpose that you could suggest to me. And also just to note, the Maxpedition giveaway for the Falcon 2 backpack as well as the mini pocket organizer is still going on until the 31st of March. So check 2 videos back, and I'll also put the link in the description below. And you can enter that contest. All you have to do is subscribe and fill out the entry form, and you could win both of those things. So I highly suggest you do so. Thanks as always for watching, and I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.